Video we are going to learn how to create the database for incident management system, and this is the very first video in this series of videos in which we will learn how to create incident management system using the Microsoft Power Suite, which includes SharePoint, Power Apps, Power Automate and Power BI. So the SharePoint will be used as a database for the incident management system, which can be used to create Power App and also to create Power BI dashboard at later stage. So in this video we will learn how to create a simple list which can be served as a database with millions of rows, which you can use and dump that data in the SharePoint site. So for that you must have a SharePoint site, and I assume that you already have a SharePoint site, and if you don't have a SharePoint site, we will explain that in a separate video how to create a SharePoint site. But let's assume that you already have a SharePoint site and you know the basics of SharePoint. So even if you don't know, just create a SharePoint site, and then this is the home page which you will see the moment you open your SharePoint site. And on the top left hand side you have this button which says new. So when you press on the new, you will have a list option. So list is just a kind of a simple Excel spreadsheet with options to create columns where you can store data in rows, right? So we will just create a list which will be served as a database. So let's create a new list and name it whatever name you want to give that list to be used as a database. So there are multiple options, right? If you already have an existing list which you want to use at, or you want to rename it or edit it, customize it, you can just use the existing list. If you have Excel sheet which you want to just upload it and then convert those values into SharePoint list, that can also be possible. If you have a CSV file with column headers, you can also use that. But for the ease of understanding, we are starting with the blank list. That will really help us to understand how to create a list in SharePoint. So incident management system, I'm going to use this name for this list. So let's hit create, and now it will create a very basic SharePoint list, and every SharePoint list starts with the first default column, that is the title. So title is the basic and the default column which you will get in every SharePoint list. So if you press on this drop down arrow, you will see the column settings where you can go and rename the column. So I'm going to use this title of incident. So title of incident can be a single line where you can just say that what happened in that incident. It can be a mobile theft, it can be a vehicle accident, whatever you want to write in a single line which just give a gist of the incident. So the first column is title of incident, and the second column which I want to add is the date of incident, right? When that incident happened. So these are the very basic columns which all incident forms or apps or systems include. Date of incident, right? So if you want to include time as well, you can just press time, yes, and it will also include time in that. So we have two columns, title of incident, date of incident, and then I want to add location where that incident happened. So let's assume that you already have defined locations which you can use them in the incident side, incident management system. Or if you don't have any defined locations, you can just keep the text field where people can put random values, right? So let's say you already have defined location, so I'm using that as a choice column, so where that incident happened. Let's assume that you have 4 zones in which you want to see that in which zone the incident happened, right? So let's say location is the, let's say, zone 1, right? And then it is the zone 2, zone 3 and zone 4. You can add as many choices as you want. So let's stop with the zone 4. So we have 4 zones which can be used as to define the location of the incident, right? And then you can just further drill down with the another column, sublocation or exact location or the place where the incident happened, right? So the title of incident, date of incident, location, and then next is the who reported that incident. So it can be a person, which means that if you use this option, it will pick employee names from the Microsoft 365 users list. If you don't want to use that, you can just simply use text field where you can type in the name of the person who reported that incident. So let's start with the text where you can just type in the name. So reported by, right? So save it. So now we have 4 columns, title of incident, date of incident, location, reported by, and then the type of incident. What type of incident was that? So I am defining these into 3 categories. Type of incident is, let's say, it involved people where there some kind of assault happened, right? Or it can be property where some kind of theft happened of the property, or vandalism, or any kind of sabotage, right? Or it involved both of them. So I'm using 3 options: people, property, or both, right? So we have 5 columns now. So now next column I'm going to use is the category of incident. What category of incident was that? So category of incident. So let us say if that was a theft incident, you can use theft. If it was a assault, so use it assault, right? Using very basic examples: theft, assault, sabotage, right? Or it could be a traffic related incident, right? Or it could be a recovery of any kind of stolen item, right? Okay, so it can be recovery, it can be apprehension, right? apprehension. So just basic examples, right? So apprehension, so these are the basic categories which I have just used here for the ease of understanding. So we have type of incident, we have category of incident, and the next is I'm going to use the description or the brief of incident so that we can define, give a story what happened, right? So brief of incident. Okay, so it is going to be a multiple line of text, right? So that you can just add multiple lines of paragraphs or whatever you want to use, right? So this is the brief of incident. On the next column which I'm going to add is again the multiple lines of text, which is going to be actions taken. So what actions was taken when the incident was reported or when you started the investigations, right? So these are the columns here. So next is I'm going to use that again choice column, which will define the status of the incident, that what is the status of that incident, whether the incident is still open or whether you have closed it, right? Or with your closing remarks, whatever the remarks you're going to put in, right? So action taken, status, open or close, and the next is date when that incident was closed on. Okay, so if that incident happened on 18th and it was closed on 19th, so you can use these two dates, right? So include time if you want to. If you don't want to include time, just leave it as a date. So we have these columns, right? Title of incident, date of incident, location, reported by, type of incident, category of incident, brief of incident, action taken, status, closed on. And there are multiple columns as well which are hidden, which you can also unhide and show them in your list. So let us say if you go to the all items and if you go to the format current view, you will see all those columns which are actually not being shown here but still are available, right? So let us say edit current view. So if you go to the edit current view, you will see that whatever the columns you have not used are available here. Let us say ID. So ID is a column which generates a numerical value every time you add a new row in that list. So you can use this ID as a unique value also in the later stage to see to give it as an incident number, right? And there are a few other columns like created by or created on. So we will see that okay, so created by, if you have given access to everybody and you want to keep a track of who is reporting more incidents or not, you can use this column created by or created on or the date of creation, right? So you can just do a little bit of experimentation here to see whatever you want to see on that SharePoint list, right? So now we have this blank database SharePoint list, and if you just want to go ahead with that, you can also do that. Just go to the new option and it will open up as a form which you can use to report incidents, right? So let us say if I start with the test and then I use a date of incident, whatever date you want to use here, let's say 17th of October, and the location was zone 1, reported by Shashank, and the type of incident was people, and the category of incident was assault, and the brief of incident was test, and the action taken was test, and the status is still open. And if I just press save, it will be saved as a new entry in the SharePoint list. So this will serve as a database for you, and then later on you can also export it as an Excel file or export it to as a Power BI to create a visualization or a chart or a dashboard to see that the trend of incident, right? The type of incident, date of incident, or in a period of 1 month or 2 months, how many incidents in a particular category is happening, what is the status of all those incidents. You can use that everything using the Power BI. So this is the first step on creating the incident management system, where we have just created our first database, and in the next video we are going to use this database to create a 3-screen Power App, right, which you can just give to your team members, where they can log incidents on the go. They can access it on the mobile phone and then log incidents. Those incidents will be saved in the SharePoint list, integrated with the Power BI dashboard to visualize the things, and also notify the important people that new incident has been logged, right? So that everybody is aware that there is a new incident has been logged, so that they, based on the severity, if you also want to add a new column here, the severity, you can also add that. Let us say we add a new column here and put it as a choice column. So let us say name it is severity. So what is the severity of that incident? If it is a routine incident, let's say it was just a routine activity, or let us say it is just a level 1 incident. Level 1 is where there is no loss of people or property. Level 2 where there is some kind of incident happened, where there is a medical injury or some kind of theft happened, or some amount or threshold amount has been stolen. Let's say 10,000 rupees has been stolen, so you can put it in a level 2 category. And level 3 can be there is some kind of loss of human life, or damage to company's property, which is beyond 30,000 or 50,000. So you can define levels at what level defines what. So level 1, level 2, level 3. So you can automate this dashboard as well, that only when there is a level 2 or level 3 incident, the superiors will be notified about that incident, and they will get an email with the details of incident, so they can just immediately get in touch with the ground team who has logged the incident, right? So all these things can be done at the later stage. So this is the first step which we have just completed by creating a simple database in the form of SharePoint list. I hope that you have learned something new today, and if yes, then please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and become a member of this channel to learn more about these automations which you can do in your day-to-day activities to bring productivity and bring automation in your routine jobs. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello friends, my name is Shashank and welcome back to my channel Corporate Guy, and this video is the second video in our series of video where we are learning how to create incident management system using Microsoft Power Suite. In my previous video we have created a database in SharePoint using a SharePoint list feature, and in this video we are taking another step where we are going to integrate that database with the Microsoft Power Apps to create application, a mobile application or a web application which you can give access to your teammates where they can log incidents, and then those incidents will be saved in this database under the SharePoint list. So you don't have to worry about even if you have never created any kind of application in your life, because Microsoft Power Suite is such a powerful tool that you don't even have to write a single line of code to create a very basic Power App. So we have this database which we have created in our previous video. So if you have Microsoft 365 subscription, you will have these options on the top navigation. So just simply go to the integrate button, and then you have all those Microsoft Power Suite options: Power Apps, Power Automate and Power BI, to integrate this database to these three different tools. So we are using Power Apps. So I'm going to create a 3-screen Power App which will be very easy to log incidents, see all the incidents and even edit the incidents, right? So just go to the Power Apps and go to the create an app. So there are three options, right? Create app, or see all the apps which you have already created, or just customize the form. Even if you don't want to create an application, you just want to customize the form, right? So what I'm talking about form is, this is a basic form in the SharePoint. If you want to just change the layout, change the formatting, change the size, and the landscape from portrait to landscape, whatever you want to do, you can do that under the customize form. But if you want to create an application, you have to go Power Apps, you go to the Power Apps and then create an app. So the moment you click on create an app, it will ask for you to give it a name. So let's say I'm going to give it an incident management app. So this is the name of my application, incident management application. So let's hit create. So now it is going to take some time to process in the backend and create a 3-screen application without even writing a single code, and then you can later on customize it as per your requirement, make some changes which I'm going to take you through, right? So let us just wait for some time until it loads, and then we will talk about how you can customize it to make it look like an application. So now you can see that Microsoft Power Apps has created a 3-screen application. So if you ask what is 3 screens, let me just show you. So these are the 3 screens: browse screen, detail screen and the edit screen. So these are called 3 basic screens where you will have one screen where you edit, where you add information. This second screen where you will see all the items which has been already recorded, right? And the third screen where you can just edit all these forms which you have already submitted. So these are the 3 screens. So if I just go to this run option here, preview the application. So this is the browse screen where I can see the incidents which has already been recorded or logged in the database, right? So if I just press on this arrow, so it will open up that form, and then I have the options to delete it or edit it, right? So if I edit it, it will take me to the edit form or edit screen, and then I can make changes and then save it, and then I can go back. So these are the 3-screen Power Apps. So now what we are going to do is we are going to make some changes, and the first change which we're going to do is go to the edit screen and see whether you have all the fields available in the screen which you want in your screen to be recorded, right? So let us see. Just select this form by clicking on this scroll button, and it will select the form, and then you will have the option to edit fields. So when you edit fields, it will just show you all the fields which are not which are already added in the screen. And if you want to add more fields which are missing, you can go to the add field button here, and then you can just add, let's say, attachments. I want to add attachments. I want to add closed on, that on which date the incident was closed, and then I want to add the severity and then the status of the incident. So press add, and it will add all these missing fields here. So I will just minimize all of these new fields so that I can realign them and reposition them where I want to actually put them. So I want to put attachments as the last field, right? So I want to put attachment as the last field, right? So this is the attachment, and then I'm going to put the severity under the type of incident, and then status above the closed on, so I can see that whether the incident is closed or open. If it is closed, then what was the date on which the incident was closed, and rest I think everything is aligned as per my requirement. So now I have this form ready for me to record incidents, right? Okay, so you can just even resize all of these things. So if you have this field, just click it again, click on this inner field, resize it, and then you will have a reduced size of attachments. So attachments can be used to upload any form of pictures or any documents, right? So they can as an evidence, or if you want to put it in a SharePoint list. So I have this screen ready. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to create one home screen from where I can navigate all these 3 screens, right, separately. So I will just go to the new screen option here and then use it as a blank template. So I'm going to change the background of this screen here from, let's say, to the dark blue, and then I will go to the insert field. I will put a text label here, and I will name it, give it a name, incident management system, right? And then I can change the formatting, layout, color, whatever I want to do. I can do it under the properties field here, make it bold, and then I can also change the color of my text from black to white. So now I have the incident management system label here. I can just reposition it. I can give it a background color if I want. So let us say if I want to give it a blue background, or maybe let's say brown or whatever color, if I say yellow, okay, and then I can just resize it, and I want to change the color of my text from white to black so that it can be contrast, looks good with the background, right? Even I can increase the size from 35 to 40. So incident management system, I can just use it in the center line. So this is the incident management system label, and then I'm going to put some buttons here, some icons here, so that I can navigate between the different screens here, right? So I will just go to the insert here, and then I can put one, let's say, icon if I want. Okay, so let us say I want to add this icon, add. Okay, so what add is going to do is it can be an icon to add new incidents, right? So I will just give it a background white. So now I have the white background here. So this can be a symbol or icon to add new incidents, right? Okay, so let us say that this is an icon, and it denotes one very simple function to add new incidents. So I'm going to put one action here. So when I select the button here, it will show me the on select property of the button. So I just have to write a single line of query, that is the navigate. So navigate means that where do you want this button to take you. So I want this button to take me to the edit screen, right? So I will just put edit. So it will give me the options whether you want to go to the edit screen or edit form. So I want to go to the edit form. So I will just put edit form and press and close the parentheses here and press enter. Okay, so now this button is ready. So I can just test this, go to the preview app, and now I have this option, press it, it will take me to the edit screen, right? So I can just go back, and then I can just go again to the edit screen. Here the default property of edit form is, and the properties is edit, but I want it to be new, because every time if I want to see or log a new incident, it should not display me the previous values, right? So it should be a new form. So every time I click on that, so I will just go again to the preview app, and if I click here, it will take me to the blank new form. Okay, so now I can go back and create new button here. So new button will be to show all of the items. It means that it will display me all of the incidents which has been logged, so that I can see a list of all the incidents here, right? So for that I will take one more icon here. Okay, so that icon can be all the list of items. Okay, so this is the icon which I generally use. That is the, let me just find out that icon. Okay, yeah, so this is the icon which I'm going to use here, the items. This is going to show all of the items, all of the incidents, right? So I will just resize it, the exact size, which is the 163. It should be 160 and 160, and it should also be the same one, 160 and 160. So I have two icons with the same size, 160, 160. I will just give it a white background. Okay, so now I have this edit all the items, right? Or if you don't want to give it a background, you can disable the background as well, right? So let's say for the ease of understanding that this is the icon which I want to use, or if I just give it a white color and just hide the background. So now I have this icon here, right? Okay, so now this icon will take me to all of the incidents which has been logged here. So I will just again select the icon, go to the on select property, and then I'm going to navigate to a new screen. Okay, navigate. So which screen? I'm going to go to the browse screen. So it will take me the browse gallery or the browse screen where I can incidents. So if I press here, it will take me to this screen where I can just click on this. It will take me to the display, and then I can edit it, and then I can save it back. Okay, so now this is the functionality of this button here. And then now the next I'm going to add a new screen here which will display me only to browse screen underscore open. Okay, so now this is the gallery here. So here if you just select on this gallery, you will see this function which we have written here by default. I want to just amend it with one single value, which will help me to create a new form, new gallery with a new filter which will give me only the open incidents. So I'm going to just use ChatGPT here. So I will just select this browse gallery. I will open and copy this formula, go to my ChatGPT screen, and I'm going to paste it here, and then I'm going to give ChatGPT a new prompt. Can you amend this formula to show only open items from the drop down column named status. Okay, so this is this prompt which we have given, and this is the basic function which is already used by the Power App. So now it has amended the function here, so we will just copy this code and we will paste it in the Power App. So we'll just paste it, but there is only one issue, the status dot value, because whenever we use a drop down, we must use status dot value as a function to see the exact to avoid any errors, right? So if I use only status, it is not going to give me any output. So now you see that this incident was open, so that is why it is showing me this incident. So if I just go back to the incident site and I close this incident, let us say, so we will again see that whether that screen displays me this incident or not. So I'm going to just change the status from open to close and save it, and then I will go back. I will save this application first and then I will refresh it. Okay, so now this is the application. So I will refresh the list. Now that incident has been removed from this list because now that incident has been closed, and now I can't see that in the open screen, open items list. So it will again be displaying here in the browse screen because it displays all of the incidents, right? Okay, so now I have the screen 1. I will rename it from screen 1 to home screen. Okay, home screen. So now I have home screen where I have two buttons. One is for add new incident, one is for view all incidents, and one is for see only the open incidents. So let us see if I see only the open incidents, I will use this detail list, right? Resize it from 160 to 160, 160. Okay, that's 160. So now I will just change the color to white. Okay, so this is the new button, and I'm going to change the on select property of this button as well, from navigate to the browse screen open. So it will take me to only open incidents. Okay, so now I have 3 buttons here, and that is it. I'm not going to use any more buttons here. If you want to just realign them into a single line, you can just select all these buttons, and then you can use the formatting tab to realign them in a single line, right, or however you want to put them. So I will just go to the align them in middle, right, and then you can also distribute them equally, right? I don't think we have that option here. All right, so we have 3 buttons here. One is to add new item, one is to see all the open items, and one is to display all the incidents. You can put a small labels on top of them so that there is no confusion that what these buttons do exactly. So to go to the insert, I will put a small label here, right, and we'll change the name and color. Okay, add new. Okay, just zoom in a little bit, add new, Control C, Control V, and then for this is view open incidents. Okay, view open incidents, and Control C, Control V, and then view all incidents. So we have these 3 buttons here: add new incident, view open incidents, and view all incidents. So let us say we put them in a single line, realign them, align in the middle. So okay, so now we have these 3 buttons: we add new incident, view open incident, and view all incidents. And I will just select all of them and will put them in a center here. Okay, so now this is a very basic incident management application which we have just created here. All right, so I will just save it. I already saved it. So now we have these 3 buttons here, and we'll see that how these buttons are going to work. So let us say we will preview it, and I will go to this add new button here, and I will add a new incident test 2. Date is by default, let us say we use 21st of October. Location is zone 2, reported by self. Let us say type of incident is both. Severity is level 3, and category of incident is traffic. Scroll it down, brief of incident is test. Action taken is test. Okay, so status is closed, and it was closed on the same date. Press OK, and this is the submit item, and the moment you submit it, it will take you to the home screen. And if I go back to the SharePoint, you will see that new item will be added here. You see the zone 2, the new incident we just added on real-time basis, has been updated on my SharePoint database. So this is how you can log incidents using Power App, save them in the database, and then automate and then visualize using the Power BI. Okay, so there are a few more formatting things which we can do here. Let's say if I go to the edit screen, the brief of incident. Okay, so if I go to this one, brief of incident, it is not showing as a multi-row, it is only showing as a single line. So I will just change it to a multi-line, and then I will also make it a little bit of bigger in size, so that the moment you start adding text, it should also give you a little bit of space to see what you're writing here. Okay, so brief of incident, just go back and brief of incident. So I will just also add an option to automatically adjust the height, right? All right, so brief of incident, edit multi-line text. Okay, so now it is showing a multi-row here, so you can just keep on pressing enter. It will just give you a scroll button so that you have a little bit of more space to add text. You can do the same thing with the action taken, right? Select the action taken, go to the edit one, and then convert action taken from edit text to multi-line multi-line text, or you can also use the rich text, which gives you a little bit of more options for the formatting your text. So this is the incident management site. The application, you can change the labels on the top of the screens. Let us say if I go to the browse screens, so this browse screen is displaying me only all incidents, so I will just use show or display all incidents. Okay, so this is the browse which display all incidents, and if I go to this one, this will display only open incidents. Display open incidents, or only open incidents. Okay, and then I have the edit screen. You can say add new incidents. So this is the 3-screen application which we have converted into a 5-screen application. You can add as many screens as you want. It's up to you how you want to use it, right? So we have the home screen, we have a detail screen, we have a browse screen, and we have an edit screen. And you can add some pictures or images to make it look look good or more relevant to the application. So now we have the application ready. We're going to publish it. So publish. So now the moment you publish it, it will be available in your Power Applications. Publish this version, and also if you have the Microsoft 365 account, you can log in from your mobile phone, download the Power Apps, log in with your account, and then from there you can log and use this Power Application to log incidents. So this application has been published. So if I go to the Power Apps home screen, right, so it will be available there as an application, right? So let me just go back and show you where I can find this Power App without even going to the SharePoint. I can just simply go to my applications, right? This is the incident management application. I will just go to the run, and the moment I go to the run option, it will open that Power Application where I can log incidents, right? So this is my Power Application. Just go to the add new incident. It will open a new screen. I can log a new screen, new app incident. I go back and I view all incidents. I want to change, if I, let's say, change the status from closed to open, let us say in rare cases from closed to open, and I save it and I go back, and then we did one thing, that we have not added any button to go back to the home screen, right? So that we have missed it. Okay, so I will just show you how you can create that also. So if I just go back from here, just close it and edit it, so we can add a home button to go back to the home screen in case you are not able to navigate between the screens, right? So by using these simple things, you can create any kind of Power App to automate or digitize your daily or manual activities which you are using, So by using Power Apps, you can just automate your lot of day-to-day activities, right? So if I go to the browse screen, there is nothing to go back to my home screen, right? So I can just add one more button here if I want, right? Or I can just reposition them a little bit more closer so that I can have a little bit more space to add one more icon. So I can just go to the insert. I will use home icon here, okay, and I will put it here. Change the color to white. Okay, resize it. Let's see what is the size here. It is 88. So we will just reduce it a little bit. Okay, so now we have this home button here. I will just navigate to home screen, and that's it. We have a new button here which will take me to the home screen, and then you can go back to here, go back here, view all open incidents, right? Again, I have to add one more home button here so that I can just navigate back to the home screen. So I have this browse screen here. So I will just Control C and then go to the browse screen, open, paste it here. Okay, so this is my home screen button here. So we have 4 buttons again. Just press it and then again publish it. So we have a new version of Power App with a little bit of changes. You can add what changes has been made in this version so that you can keep a track of all the changes and updates which has been made in the Power Apps. Okay, so again go back to the home screen of Power Apps, and then I will just open up my new updated incident management application, press play, and now I have my application ready. So if I just go to the view, if you see you are using old version, if I just refresh it, it will update it to my latest version. View all incidents. I have a home button here. I can press home button and go back to this screen, press home button, go back to this screen, add new incident. Then I can edit it to, again from open, let's say if I have this one in this incident here, I can change it from open to close to open, so that I can show you that it will update in real-time basis to view open incidents. So I have 2 open incidents here. I can go to the open incidents and then I can close them and save them. It will be removed from this gallery. If I just refresh it, we display all incidents, and now I can go back to the home screen. So this way you can create a very simple Power application, update data in your SharePoint list, and then later on you can automate it. So in the next video we are going to use Power Automate to send email notification when there is a new incident logged in with a severity of level 2 or level 3. Okay, so stay tuned for the new video. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much. Hello friends, my name is Shashank and welcome back to my channel Corporate Guy, and this is the third video from our video series of creating incident management system using the Microsoft Power Suite. So in my previous 2 videos we have already created the SharePoint list as a database, and we have also created our Power App using the Power App platform, which you can see here. So this app will be used to record incidents, edit incidents, view incidents and update incidents, and in the same time the incidents will be recorded in the SharePoint list under these columns. So the next step is we are going to use Power Automate to create a flow which will send auto emails to the individuals with the condition. Then the condition is that when the severity level is level 2 or level 3, it will send auto emails to those users who you can define in your Power Automate flow, right? So this is the condition which we're going to use in our Power Automate. So Power Automate is another tool from the Power Suite, Microsoft Power Suite, which is used to automate our routine activities or take approvals and emails and collect data, update data, all these things. So in this video we are going to use this just to send one email to the user when there is a level 2 or level 3 incident. Let's see how to do that. So first of all, when you have the SharePoint list, on the top header you will see these options: integrate, automate, and all these things, right? So we will go to the integrate, click on the drop down, and you will see the Power Automate. So in this Power Automate, we'll go with the option create a flow, and it will show some of the predefined templates. You can choose any one of them, but in this case we're going to use send a customized email when a new SharePoint list item is added. Okay, so this Power Automate flow is going to see the moment a new incident has been recorded, it is going to trigger the automation, the flow, and then it will check the conditions whether that incident is of severity level 2 or level 3, and if those conditions satisfies, then it is going to send that email to the individuals to whom you want to send, right? So let us see, I'm just going to edit it after it has already created a template for me. So when a new item is created, then I want to apply a condition here, right? So when, let us see, so when a new item is created, so first of all it asks for 2 things. What is the one is the site address, second one is the list item, list name. So site address is our Corporate Guy SharePoint site, and the list name is incident management system. If you have multiple lists, all those lists will be available under the drop down. Okay, so the next is I'm going to put a condition here. So when you go to the new step, let us say if I just press on this plus icon, it will add a new step. So we will add one step here which is called condition. So condition is just like if condition which we use in our Excel. So here we are going to use a dynamic value, so on which column you want to put a condition. So I want to put a condition on severity, but this is a drop down or choice column. So we will use severity value. We will just go down and you will see the value of severity column. If that value of severity column is equal to level 2, if that is yes, then it is going to send an email. So I will put here send email. So then it is going to send email. So we will use send email v2 Office 365 Outlook option. Okay, so then I will not go edit right now this email body customization, but to add one more condition, I will just go again for the plus step here, and I will add a parallel branch. It's not a new step, it's a parallel step. Again we will put a condition here to see if the severity level or severity value from the severity column is equal to level 3. Okay, so these are the 2 conditions which this flow is going to check before sending the emails, right? So again I'm going to go back in the yes condition, and I will put send email option here. Again the v2 option we will use, send email v2. All right, so now we have 2 parallel conditions here, and then if those conditions are satisfied, this is going to send an email. But we don't need these 2 condition steps here, so I will just delete these steps and we will just focus on these 2 conditions here. If a new item is created, then it will check whether that condition satisfy. If that incident is of level 2, if yes, then it will send an email. Okay, then it will also see in parallel if that is of level 3, then again it is going to send an email. Okay, so this is the condition. So let us now customize our email. So before, I will just start with the subject line here. So what is the subject line? For the subject line, I'm going to take severity value from the dynamic field. So it will take severity value, and then I will be adding one static values, severity level incident reported on. So I will put a date here. So date of reporting, date of reporting, where it is, so date of reporting. So this is date of incident. So if it is level 2, then it will be it will become a sentence, level 2 incident reported on so and so date. So this is the one subject line we have defined here, and then we will put a body here, hi, a new, then again I put a severity value here. So I will put a severity value, a new level 3 incident has been reported on. Again, I will put a date of incident here. Okay, so this is the date of incident. Details are as follows. Okay, so what are the details which you want to add here? So first detail, I want to add a title of the incident, then the brief of the incident. Okay, brief of incident, and then I want to put severity. Okay, and then I want to put the type of incident, then I want to put a category of incident, and then finally I will put a status of the incident, and then finally at the end, regards team control room. Okay, so this is the mail body, and then in these fields we are going to put dynamic values. I will put a title here, and then I will put a brief of incident here. I will put a severity value here, and then I'm going to put a type of incident from the dynamic field, that is the type of incident value, and then again I'm going to put a category, under which category that incident was recorded, so category of incident value, and then finally I'm going to put a status here. So this is the status value. So these are the values fields which I'm going to put here, and then I will just copy this mail body, and I will go to the parallel branch here, which is condition 2, and then in the same way I'm going to just paste these values here because we're not changing anything. Okay, so the subject line also we will put here the dynamic field value here with the severity value. So this is the severity value here, underscore incident reported on, then again a dynamic value, that is the date of incident. So this is the date of incident here. So we have the same mail body in both of these conditions. The next step is to add email to whom you want to send that email. Okay, before that there are a few options available in the advanced features. You want to put a importance level to high, because it is if it is a level 2 then it is normal, then if it is a level 3 you can put it as a high, right? So these are the options available here. Okay, so only thing is we are just changing the importance level based on the level. So I'm going to put my email, test email ID here, so then we will test our emails. Okay, so this is the email ID we have just put it here. We will just put the same email ID under this, and then we are going to test our flow. To test that, so first of all just save it, and then we will check with the flow checker if there are any errors or warnings. So there are no errors and warnings. Okay, excellent. And then we will go to the incident management application, where we are going to record a new incident. Okay, so this is going to be, let us say, incident 126. Just for an example, date of incident is 19th, and the location was zone 1, reported by, let us say, self. Type of incident is people, severity level is level 2, and category of incident is theft, brief is test, action taken is test. So these are the values which we are going to put here, and then I'm going to save it, and then we will see that whether that value has been added in the SharePoint database. Okay, we will just go down. Okay, so now we will see that whether the incident 126 has been added or not. So there are a few ways you can also sort them based on the latest values added here. So 126 has been added. Next step is we will see whether our automation flow has been successfully completed or not. That we also check here. We will just refresh it, and if it has successfully ran, if our automation has successfully completed, we will get one email. So you see that this automation has been successfully completed 2 seconds ago, and I'm now just waiting for the email to arrive in my email. So this is the email which we have just received here. The level 2 incident has been reported on so and so date, and details are as follows: incident number this, title, status, and all these things which we have put in the mail body we have received here. So this is how you can use the Power Automate to send emails from Power App using Power Automate. So that is all for today's video, and in the next video we are going to use this data set to create Power BI dashboard, so that you can have a real-time data, real-time intelligence to see how many incidents has been reported, how many incidents are open, how many are closed based on the conditions, severity, type of incident, category of incident. You can have the visualizations available in your dashboard. So that's all for today's video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching this video. Hello friends, my name is Shashank and welcome back to my channel Corporate Guy, and today I'm very excited to show you my new project which I have created using the Microsoft Power Suite. And if you don't know what is Microsoft Power Suite, it is a set of tools which can help you to automate your day-to-day activities. It can help you to create Power Apps, mobile applications, automate your daily tasks, create database, and even visualize your data using Power BI. So it is a set of 4 tools: Power Apps, SharePoint, Power Automate, and Power BI. So I have combined all of these 4 tools together to create this one very interesting incident management application. So right now you can see the screen is a mobile screen. You can also use it on a web on a Chrome browser or any browser, or you can also use it in a mobile application as a Power App. So this app is used to record incidents on the go. You can have on your mobile phone, record incidents and view incidents and close or edit incidents and update the incidents. So first of all, let me just show you all the incidents which are already being recorded using this application. So if I just go to this button, view all incidents, it is going to display all the incidents which has been recorded already in the database. And if I want to just see the details about the incident, it will just open up the details. And if you want to update it, you can just simply go to this pen icon, it will update it, and then you can again save it with this button to submit the incident back to the database. All right, and then there is a second button which shows only those those incidents which are open and are yet to be closed. It can be any investigation on process or some any kind of process which is not completed, and that incident is not closed yet. You can just update it from the application status from go to open, from open to close, and then submit back, and now it will be moved from the open list of incidents to the all incidents, right? So these are the two buttons which you can use to update the incidents, view the incidents, but the most important one is to report an incident. So this is the button you can use to report incident from this tool. All right, so you can see there is a new blank form. You can use it to just report a new incident. Let's say test 1 is just for a test version. I'm giving you a live demonstration of it, how it works, right? So let's say the incident was happened on 19th of October at around 6 or maybe 1800 hours, and the location was zone 2, and then it is reported by self. Type of incident was people, severity was level 2, and the category of incident was assault, and then everything can be left blank. And now you see that when I use severity level 2 or level 3, it is going to use the Power Automate and going to trigger an email which will be received on my Outlook email, and the moment I submit it, you will see it will be updated in my SharePoint database on the top row as the latest incident, and also in my Power BI dashboard here. From the count of total incidents will shift from 126 to 127 in real-time basis. So let me just press submit here, and now it take me back to the home screen. Now let's just go to the database, refresh the list, and I should be able to see this new incident which I have just reported using the Power App. So now you see that the new incident has been updated in the database, and if you go to the Power Automate, you will see that it will also start the Power Automate flow using that trigger, because the incident was of level 2, and as per the conditions it should trigger a new email to my email ID. And if I just refresh it, it takes a couple of seconds to refresh the flow and a couple of seconds to receive an email. So you see, just 6 seconds ago the new trigger was triggered, new flow was triggered, and I'm about to receive a new email, and yes, I have already received that. So hi, a new level 2 incident has been reported on so and so date, and the details are as follows. So you can see that based on the Power Automate flow, I have received this email on my Outlook, right? And if I just take you back to my browser and take you to my dashboard, right now the dashboard count is 126.